Boom.
Yo, God, the thing goes grrrr, pop, 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 pop. Skinny kid pop, pop, and the poop, poop, boom. Skia, boom, boom, boom.
Alright, so what's going on, guys? My name's Chopper, and really quickly, right off the bat, I want to say, I apologize for that intro, but you know what I mean? The opportunity was there, it presented itself, and I had to take it. It was one of those things where it's like a now or never thing, right? Either I'm going to take the meme for myself and put it in a video, or somebody else is going to steal it from me. And if nobody does it at all, then the meme's going to die, and then we wasted the joke, you know? So that was kind of my logic behind that. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the intro. But back to the topic of today's video and what we're going to be discussing. What we're going to be going over today is the top 5 guns to pack a punch in World War II Zombies. Now, basically, this is going to be a top 5 list of my favorite guns to upgrade, and what I recommend you guys should upgrade as well. And now, before we jump into it, let me just get this out in the open. If there's any gun on this list that you guys don't agree with, or some weapon that you think should have made the list, please do let me know in the comment section down below. I know there's a ton of guns that deserve to be on this list, but I just had to narrow it down to 5 that I personally really like. I'm going to provide you guys the explanation as to why I personally enjoy them, and why I think you should as well, and also on the other side, if you guys happen to agree with my list, definitely let me know in the comments as well, because I will be, you know, checking all these and see what you guys are saying about it. And also, before we get started, if you guys could do me a huge favor and drop a like on this video, that'd be awesome if you end up enjoying it. We'll go for 750 likes. That'd be an easy, light work goal for you guys. I know you could crush it. And definitely subscribe if you're brand new. But without further ado, guys, all that talking and that nonsense and the memes out of the way, we're going to get into the top 5 guns to pack a punch in World War II Zombies. So coming in at the number 5 spot is a gun that's very near and dear to my heart. This is the M1911, or just the 1911 starting pistol pack-a-punched, and you guys know this absolutely iconic weapon in Call of Duty Zombies. It has been pretty much since the beginnings in World at War, performed a little bit differently, but we guys know it pretty much primarily as the Mustang and Sally, and we've seen it in every single like Call of Duty release with zombies since then. I find this gun so fascinating because you ask a lot of just casual Zombies players what their favorite weapon in Zombies is, and a lot of people are honestly going to end up saying the Mustang and Sally or the upgraded M1911 because they've played with it throughout so many Zombies games, and it's just probably become one of their top guns to use. And if we do some quick maths here, if we do a little bit of thinking, we can realize that this gun has been in the game literally for like 8+ years, since the beginning, and that means most people have gotten to experience this weapon, but yet it's still regarded as most people's favorites, or at least like, I don't know, a top 3 weapon. When you pack a punch to 1911 in World War II Zombies, it becomes the bacon and eggs, and unfortunately, like other previous Zombies games, it doesn't have a really cool sound when you fire it, or it doesn't even really have that cool of a look when the explosions happen, but what I do like about it is that it performs pretty much exactly the same way as the other Zombies games, and this could be easily remedied, you know, if they get like a little fix in, some kind of patch to where maybe the guns sound a bit cooler, or there's like a better explosion animation, whatever it might be. It's a very, very simple fix here, and that could definitely bump it up higher up on my list. Regardless, I still love this weapon, and that's why it's coming in at the number 5 spot. Now, coming in at the number 4 spot is going to be the M1928 Tommy gun, or that's, you know, what it's otherwise known as. And the reason why I love this gun so much when you pack-a-punch it is because, number 1, it's got a really, really cool name. I think the Chicago Typewriter is a dope name for a pack-a-punch gun. Not only that, but I have a little bit of bias towards this weapon, I would say, because, like, I completed the Easter egg for the first time on this map using this weapon. This was my go-to. I'd always take it off the wall because it's just right outside the spawn room, a really, really easy gun to get a hold of, and I think it's criminally underrated. People sleep on this gun, and that is no joke. You know, everybody's going for their PPSH off the wall, or the bar, or, you know, the Johnson rifle, whatever it might be, but people just never go for this Tommy gun, and I think this is better than the standard PPSH. It's got pretty much the same ammo capacity when you pack-a-punch to both of them, yet this still has a higher fire rate, and arguably is probably easier to control. I don't know, man. I think one of the reasons why I like this gun so much is because it's all around like just a very, very good weapon. It's not great at anything, but it doesn't have any weaknesses either. So if you're just new to World War II Zombies and you're looking for a gun that's pretty much just really well-rounded and will get the job done in any single capacity, or, you know, whatever task you're doing, this is going to be the gun that I would go with. At the end of the day, guys, Chicago Typewriter, fantastic call. Probably beats every other single SMG in the game, you know, like the standard ones anyways, and that's why it's coming in at the number 4 spot. So now, let's go ahead and get into our number 3. So coming in at the number 3 spot is a little bit of an odd choice, but this is going to be, for me anyway, the MG15 LMG. Now, what can I say about this gun? Well, first of all, I've got a variant that looks a little bit different, and it's called the Blade, I believe. I know it's like an elite one. I don't think it does anything differently, just aesthetic-wise, but I have a variant of the MG15 that looks kind of cool. Now, I must admit that this gun is not the most attractive-looking weapon. It does look quite awkward and a little bit weird. It's just, it doesn't really have a nice shape. And I know that's kind of subjective because you guys might think that the gun looks awesome, or maybe you have a variant that looks way cooler than mine. I think it looks kind of goofy, especially when you're just running around with it in your hand. But the reason why it makes this list and why I like it so much personally is because, similarly to the Tommy gun, it's pretty much good at everything. I think it's the best in class for LMGs, and the reason why I say that is because damage-wise, maybe it doesn't shine, you know, above the MG42 or even the Bren for, you know, just straight bullet damage-wise. But the thing is, you can treat this like an assault rifle, right? Like, it's still technically classified as an LMG, but the mobility is pretty much on par with AR. So you can have an LMG, it's got 75 in the clip when you pack a punch it, and you can be running around, you know, pretty much as much as you want, running trains, just like you would with any other like lightweight gun like an SMG or an AR. Not to mention, it is also pretty beastly for knocking the battery right out of the Zeppelin. It does that instantly. So yeah, maybe while it's not the sexiest looking gun out there, some other weapons definitely beat it in that department, but at least this thing gets the job done and goes above and beyond what it should do. And that is why the MG15 takes the number 3 list for this spot. So now, let's get into the final 2 on our list here for today. So coming in at the number 2 spot, I know you guys would be disappointed if I didn't include it, and this, of course, is going to be the classic PPSH. Now, this is much different than the standard PPSH, and if you guys don't know what the differences are, I've literally dedicated a whole video just to this weapon and how good it is, you know, compared to the standard one. But the classic PPSH, when you upgrade it, is called the Babushka, and that's just, that's an amazing name. If that's not enough incentive for you to upgrade this weapon, then I don't know what is. No, but real talk, when you guys upgraded the classic PPSH in World War II Zombies, this is probably the closest we're going to get to a modern day World at War PPSH. Now, if you guys never played World at War and used it in that game, it was absolutely godly. And I know we got it in Black Ops 3 with Garad Krovi and stuff in Zombies Chronicles. Even then, like, it was a really, really cool version of the PPSH, but it didn't really feel like the classic World at War. I don't know, something about it. I know the numbers were pretty much all the same, and nothing was really changed about it, but honestly, like, the World War II classic PPSH feels more like the original than the BO3 one, which doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, but that's just kind of how it is. When you upgrade this one, you get a camo that's different from every other gun in World War II Zombies, and like you get this very, very shiny chrome, which is nice as compared to like the blue wavy one that's the standard pack-a-punch, and you can do some scary things to Brenners, Blade Zombies, and just regular zombies. It's absolutely, it outshines every other single SMG in this game by a mile, and if you guys aren't using this, then I don't know what you're doing. If you don't know how to get the classic PPSH, because it's not as simple as just pulling it out of the box just like that, but I have a full tutorial on the channel if you'd like to give that a look of how to get this one. But I think without a doubt, this absolute beauty deserved to have its number 2 spot on the list. And then finally, coming in for our number 1 spot, I guarantee you guys this is a gun that you were not at all expecting. So finally, guys, coming in at our number 1 spot, we have the SVT-40. Now, you'll probably think, dude, you've lost your mind. And yes, if you guys saw my last live stream, I indeed have. But this gun, I'm not even kidding you, is probably the biggest, what I would call, no, it is. This is the biggest glow-up of any weapon in World War II Zombies, right? When you think about the previous Zombies games, there's certain weapons that are already good, and when you pack-a-punch them, they're better, but they don't get that much better. Like, maybe you get a little bit higher damage and extended clip and things like that, but doesn't really do anything cool. When you upgrade the SVT into the AVT-40, it doesn't really, like, aesthetically even look that good either, but this gun, I promise, is a monster. It's funny, when you pack-a-punch it, you don't even get more ammo in the clip, right? Because you have 10 to start it with the standard, and when it's pack-a-punched, you get 10 as well. So you're probably thinking, this gun is trash. Like, why would you ever use this? This thing sucks. But the thing here is, it becomes fully automatic. You can pretty much two-tap any zombie, and where it really shines, where this is meant to be used, is for the boss zombies. You can absolutely destroy Blades if you hit him right in the back. I'm going to show you guys, a few clips. Just, if you pay attention to this gameplay, you can shred through any sort of zombie in any sort of boss. I'm also going to show you a really nice clip with a Brenner, and I recommend you don't use this really as a primary, but as like a supplementary gun. And what I mean by that is if you run Mule Kick and you use this as your third gun for, the Brenners and the Blades, it will not let you down, but I cannot stress enough that the glow up is real. It's pretty trash when you pick it off the wall if it's unupgraded, but when you pack-a-punch it, it becomes a beast. So the way I recommend you play this gun, if you have extended clip for it, by all means put that on. Definitely have speed cola because you're going to be reloading a lot, but that also means that any sort of boss zombie is really not going to be a problem. Look at how it just melts. It is insane, and I'll show you guys the Brenner right here as well. If you pop camo, go up to him, hit him with like, you know, 2-3 clips in the head, he's a goner, and this can be done at really any round. So that is why, ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, the SVT has to take the #1 spot for, you know, being pack-a-punch. The glow up is unreal. It becomes such a terrible weapon when it's unpack-a-punch, but when you upgrade it, it's a top-tier gun. And if you're not running this, if you have Mule Kick, you're doing something wrong. You should highly recommend using this. And also for the Zeppelin, it's great for that step shooting out the battery. There's really no reason at all that if it's in front of you, if the opportunity presents itself to run this gun. So pretty much, guys, that is going to be my top 5. I know there's a bunch of other guns that deserve to be on this list, but I was only able to include these so far. But let me know your guys' list in the comment section down below. If you disagreed or agreed with any of my picks, please do let me know. And if you guys enjoyed the video, a like rating would be very, very much appreciated as well. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you are new to the channel for more content just like this. I'd appreciate it a whole ton. And thank you guys so much for watching the video. I really do appreciate it. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you all up in the next one. Peace out.
Better talk the job at hand. A better tool for the job at hand.